This is one of the most blitz-friendly Maddens we have ever seen. So in today's video, I'm going to give you guys a tool that you likely did not know you had in your toolbox to help you pick up the blitz, or at least give you the information to know when you're not going to pick up the blitz. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at pass protection and how to know whether or not your pass protection scheme is actually going to do its job against some of these heavier blitz metas. Now, we all know that Madden is arguably the most blitz friendly it has ever been. We're seeing a variety of cover zero blitzes, whether it be Overstorm, Brave, Spinner. You guys have seen the loop at one point this year. And in today's video, we're going to share with you guys how to know if your running back is going to actually do their job. I think that being able to take this knowledge and be able to put it into practice against these heavier zero blitzes is going to really improve your offense no matter what it is that you run. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is something that is going to help you identify whether or not your running back will stay in and actually block somebody, or if the presence of an indicator is not there, that means they're just going to leave you out to dry. So this is something that is really, really good to have in your offense. Let's get into it. So the concept we're going to talk about is actually the check and release. A lot of players don't use these, but it is a very, very valuable thing against a cover zero meta, because oftentimes the user is responsible for the running back. And if they see the running back stay into block, they will typically ad-lib, cover a post or a corner or a motion slant or something that's going to get open in the middle of the field. And they usually forget about the running back. Now, the unfortunate reality with the check and release is that if you don't really know what you're doing, sometimes the running back will just kind of leave you out to dry, as I mentioned. Hey, what's up, guys? Zan here. If you guys are struggling on offense, I would highly recommend you head over to gridirongameplans.gg. We have just had a Madden champion check-in over on the website. John Beast has dropped his West Coast bunch offense. This is an offense that has the deepest route tree in competitive Madden. It's like having Hot Route Master without having it. The way that he has the AP set up is going to allow you to torch man, pick up the blitz, beat zone coverage calls, and freestyle, which is the biggest key to Madden 23. A lot of players have not learned yet how to freestyle and win more games. If you guys are struggling on offense, go check it out. It's on the website. $9.95 a month gets you everything. Now back to the video. So we're going to use the visual indicators that are on the field to know exactly what our pass protection scheme is going to do. So let's go ahead and take a look here at Austin Ekeler. Our traditional hot route tree for a running back that doesn't have the apprentice does have a check and release option that will release to the flat. This is right stick down. And you take a look at this here, you can see that he is on a block and release assignment. Now, if you also take a look a little bit more closely at the play art, you'll see that all of a sudden a C icon that is purple will appear over a defender's head on the field. This is telling you that this is the player that the running back is looking at. And if that player comes in on a blitz, the running back will stay in. However, if that player does not come in on a blitz, he'll immediately release and run his route. Now, the key with this is to manipulate your pass protection such that the C icon moves around. And you actually saw that it just kind of flickered right there. I don't even know why it did.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
But it does move around based off of where you put players on the field. So in this situation, you know, if you come down and mug, you see that it actually sits over the defensive end. This is the ideal situation for us. Now, from there might be some situations where maybe somebody else comes free, but at least the indicator right here is telling us the running back is going to lock onto the free running defensive end off of that left edge, simply because the user is now down in the gap, which is making our offensive line pinch inside. So this is telling me right here, hey, if I were to send the running back on a route, this left of screen defensive end would come in free. So kind of starting off with this as a template, what you can then do is go ahead and set up your man coverage beater, right? So maybe you have like an out route. Obviously, you guys are going to be running, you know, some route abilities or whatnot, but you go ahead and maybe run, you know, tight end streak. This is obviously a man coverage play, so you'd want to go ahead and beat man coverage with this using your route abilities. But again, here, when we go ahead and snap this ball, you're going to see here that the running back will at least block that guy. Now, we did get screamed at off of the right edge, so you can start to build your foundation right there. So let's go right back to what we just got screamed at, because you're probably saying, Zan, that sucked. Obviously, you don't ever want to get sacked, but we got information that we were needing out of this play. So let's once again put that running back on a check and release. We use that. C icon is now over that defensive end's head. We know the running back will handle his assignment, but we also know that based off of the previous play, we could not handle the right of screen defensive end on this. So when you actually take a look at here, what's going on, you take a look at this replay, well, the clear situation is that the left side looks good. The right side had a 3-on-3, but it ended up with a double team. So what we really need to do here is make sure that we try maybe this time to throw the mic icon on this defensive end to say, okay, I want you to make sure that you are blocked on the right side. But however, when we do that, you notice the C icon disappeared. So now what this is saying is the running back is going to auto release. So this is all information that can help you understand what is going on in your front five and who might be blocking in addition to. So this setup will fail. This setup will fail quite simply. The running back is going to automatically release on this. So if I snap this ball, he's going to basically do nothing, right? ID the mic was there. We ended up getting screamed at off the left side. If that check and release is not over somebody, you know your protection is going to screw up. He'll either release right away or somebody's going to scream either way. So I just kind of want to make that clear. So what you're ideally looking for when you're utilizing this mechanic is a running back side C icon. And then you want to try to slide protect to get a mic or, a slide protection to the side that was screaming at you initially. Now from this look, when I start to slide protect, you see the C icon goes to a D tackle. That's also no bueno. So you start to kind of slide protect around right here. When I slide protect to the left, the C icon goes to the outside corner. That's obviously not ideal. Right here, we start to, slide protect or maybe hit a max protect with our C icon, put our C icon back on the field. In this situation, we could get the C icon on that defensive end. But what this is telling us is simply put, with this protection, the way that we're setting up, we're not going to get the ideal result that we're looking for. So in that situation, you might say, okay, let me go back to my regular protection. And then I know I'm getting screened at off of the right edge, or somebody's going to come through an interior gap at me. I need somebody else. Who could that be? Well, maybe we decide to motion block this guy and just do something like this. This is something that you could easily do. Obviously, I need to set up route combos behind this, but it gave us the information to know right away, hey, we're not blocking this at all. Now that's specifically against this meta, which is kind of like a pinch everybody, stand over the center. You're going to get players that are going to just run a regular pinch setup like this. And if they don't mug, this actually will really show well. So I kind of wanted to show you like the most complicated version of this to start, and then kind of show you guys like really how valuable this is, because one thing that a lot of players don't really know about this game is that when you start to utilize this and they're not mugging gaps, a lot of times this user starts to like over-user things. So what the user sees is the running back stays in the block. They decide to over-user their assignment because they think he's staying in to protect. They maybe go and user something else, a crossing route, a post, something else that is on the field. Well, ideally what we're doing is just trying to do enough to get that user out of the way, and then boom, we dump this down underneath. Now, understandably, we wound up there, but you saw that if the user is responsible for the running back and they over-user the middle of the field because they see initially he doesn't run a route, this is what ends up being really, really valuable for us, because again, he's gonna have to get over the top on this corner route over here that's wide open, and then our running back leaks out late and is wide open. This is exactly what a check and release is supposed to do in real life, but unfortunately in Madden, it is so darn complicated to get these to block somebody and then release to the flat. A lot of players over the years have complained and complained and complained about, oh, tight end delay fades, they're unfair. But then whenever they're not in the game and working functionally, these guys all zero blitz all game long. Well, these are huge weapons. This is, something, if you guys recall, Gronkowski last year, early in the season, on an empty set, did a block and release down the seam against a zero blitz, and Tom Brady hit him real quick. And, these are what zero blitzes are supposed to be susceptible to, is a block and release. So you're able to pick up that immediate pressure of the zero blitz and then make them pay late in the play with a dump off. That's going to end up being wide open if they don't user it. So let's go ahead and go through some other metas real quick. I think this is a really, really good tip that you guys are gonna, start to utilize this to at least discern some information. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to just be a man blitz. Let's take a look at DB Fire 2. This is a really, really tough to handle blitz for a lot of players out there right now, myself included. I'm gonna be honest with you. And when you just talk about this, it's basically base aligned. It's just a 5-man rush. So let's go ahead and we take a look right here. We got to play with a stock delay route. So right here, this is telling you right now, the running back is not worried about that outside corner. He's worried about that linebacker, which gives us the information that if we block, that's who he's looking at. You see how he slides inside and then the guy runs around. This is 99% of the issue with this game right now, how stupid the running backs are. But we can still use the block and release route to get some ideas. So if we slide protect left, if we slide protect right, you see right now as we do this, the C icon is either not on the field or it's hidden behind the mic or it goes to a safety. This, again, the running backs are dumb. They're really dumb in this game. But you can start to fiddle around with this and see if you can create some combos that might change where your icons go. So as I slide protect left, as I slide protect right, we're trying to find some things here, and you're just really seeing that you're not getting a great look at this. If I slap the mic here, again, just no check and release. And again, you're seeing that the running back doesn't target the dollar front very well at all. So really what you have to end up doing with this is you just basically have to say, okay, well, this check and release, this running back is really keying in on a safety for some dumb reason. And, you know, even if we block him and we just ID the mic out on that slide, you might not be able to get this ball out, which, you know, this ends up being a defense where you almost have to go 5 out, because even if I ID the mic over there and slide protect to the right, a lot of times what ends up happening is that guy comes in off the other side. So again, you know, I put this check and release. This time I base align the defense. Show you here. Again, C icons, I slide protect to the right. It's now on the middle linebacker. Basically, all this is saying is with this, we're going to try to block that right slot corner, but the running back doesn't know what's going on the left side. So I can almost guarantee we're going to get a failure on the left side. Snap this ball, releases right as that slot corner comes in. It's easy to tell. You just know from the information. So it's not necessarily just a mechanic that's going to help you be perfect in pass protection every time, but it's also going to be a mechanic that's going to help you know when, simply put, ditch this pass protection. It's not going to work. Send the running back out on a route because the check and release is a waste of your time. Now, right here, you see the check and release is on that corner. What this will tell you right now is that if we actually ID the mic on this guy from this look, we should be okay. Now, I don't want to fiddle too much with the slide protection. You see when I slide protect to the right, now the C icon disappeared. So if I just reset this here and then slap the ID the mic on this guy, there is a fighter's chance that this may end up working for us. Snap this ball. Wow, look at that. Look at that. And then you dump the ball down, right? So in that situation, if you get an ID the mic or a check and release on a slot corner, you know that that's what the running back is thinking. Baseline press here. Check and release is now on the middle linebacker. We just know that's not going to be good. So what if we go ahead and block the running back, slide protect to the right, and maybe motion block this guy? This might help us, right? Kind of. You know, again, the running back's stupid, right? So, you know, dollar, you're seeing right here why dollar is tough. It's very, very tough to figure out why this formation screams the way it does, but you still can have that information pre-snap to know when to ditch what you're doing. When you see something like this, that's wonderful. Slap the mic on the other guy, you're ready to roll. You know, but always pay attention to what they're doing. If they baseline and press, double check because that C icon may disappear. So really check your check and release before you snap the ball and then get to work with it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it, kind of showing you a little bit about pass protection in this game. I know it was a little bit longer, but hopefully this helps you guys out with the blitz heavier Madden. If you guys are interested in more, I go into insane detail on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. We got 5 game plans out already on the website. You guys get 45 plus vault videos and counting. We're updating the vault constantly. The lab sessions in the Discord, $9.95 a month. You can't beat that deal. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.